Pivot to the Durham report and the revelations from that, or lack thereof, and just some of the media reaction to it. Listen.
Durham's whole thing is predicated on it's like a rabbit hole conspiracy.
This is a predictable, sad ending to an investigation that never should have taken place.
What you have with John Durham is like it's a big fat nothing.
Durham is a kind of pathetic character.
James Carville in his trusted LSU T-shirt there. Kim Straschel says this on the media. I mean, what does the media exist for? It's supposed to be there to question government power. And among the agencies that have the most power in government are those of law enforcement. And yet we have a media that's now in lockstep defending the FBI, Congressman.
No, you're absolutely right. Look, the media was in on this from the beginning, in my view. They were the ones that were helping to launder out Hillary Clinton's phony, made-up information about Donald Trump, the same information that she used with her friends at the upper echelon of FBI to start the Crossfire Hurricane investigation. So her media friends are not going to come out now and say, oh, yeah, you know what? We were wrong, and this is damning. They're just going to laugh it off, cover it for 1 or 2 days, and then ignore it. And this is really dangerous for our country, because what the report clearly shows is that you had rank and file in the FBI in 3 different offices who had serious concerns about the Clinton Foundation and what was going on around Hillary Clinton. And I think one of the most damning things in this report that really isn't talked about is that John Brennan actually briefed Barack Obama and then Vice President Joe Biden on July 26th about what the Clinton campaign was doing, and we have no idea what the reaction was from President Obama at that time. You know, he could have shut the whole thing down right then and there. Obviously, he did not. But this is terrible for the country when you have the political arm of the FBI and the Department of Justice choosing to go after a presidential candidate simply because he was an outsider who had no ties in Washington, and because Hillary Clinton wanted to be president, and by hook or by crook, she was going to try to get that done. It's a good thing for America that she failed.
Let me, if I could, Congressman, quickly come back to the allegations in the Durham report about 4 investigations into the Clinton Foundation that were being undertaken by 3 FBI field offices, suddenly being shut down shortly before the 2016 election. Your colleague in the House, Matt Gaetz, and your former colleague in the House, Jason Chaffetz, want those investigations reopened. If the DOJ and the FBI refuse to do it, should there be congressional investigations?
Oh, no, I totally agree. We should definitely be looking into this, because you have a situation here where they had some basis of information to start those inquiries. And the report clearly shows you had, I believe it was Peter Strzok and other people high up in the FBI who came in in one meeting and shut it all down with no reasoning. Then you had back channel text messages and emails saying, well, look, Hillary might be president. So do you think she's going to reward you if you continue to look into this? It stinks. And the American people need to know about it. So I think those investigations should be restarted into what was going on with the Clinton Foundation at the time. Because if some of the initial allegations are true, that you had foreign countries donating to the Clinton Foundation for preferential treatment in the future, I mean, ladies and gentlemen, there's real concerns that similar situation is happening with the Biden administration. So we should be looking into this.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Durham report is more than enough evidence to prove to everyone that the swamp exists. Can you imagine there are 3 separate investigations into the Hillary Clinton campaign for taking funds from foreign adversaries while you are holding seats of power? And then, when they think you might be president, they stopped investigating because they think they want to find favor in her eyes. This is a sham. The American people want the truth. Lock her up.